Lilis. Oh, there are three topics today. And yeah, let's have a quick cover up for today's discussion regarding I believe this is this morning the disalignment is I'm not mistaken. This is regarding candidate for OGT, and the conclusion is that Tendi will discuss with Pak Komang for this collaboration, which is due tomorrow, and Felicia will discuss recruitment process and MOU revision with HR team and Kak Tendi today. And Felicia will also create a proposal for targeted schools after HR pairing. Hopefully, it will be finished by Sunday. Okay, maybe that's for the conclusion of today's video alignment. Is there any addition regarding to this discussion? Nope. Oh, yeah, Kak Tendi.
Yeah, actually, for this discussion, we will continue today at 3:30 ya, dari saya, about the incentive for the trainee. So, what is the arrangement about that? So, because we need also to give like a meal to the trainee. So, how is the arrangement with the owner? So, we will discuss it about that today.
Okay, thank you, Kak Tendi, for the addition. Oh, also, sorry, I forgot to mention the secretary. I think it should be either Kak Lilis or Kak Tendi today.
Pada nasa?
Perhaps
Secretary.
I'm not sure, but I'd like to be the secretary.
Okay, thank you for the heads up, Kak Lilis. Thank you for helping me. Okay, then. And yep, let's move to the next discussion, and this is from Nadia regarding the website campaign in community. So the first question is that, what is the main page or the most important page on website for a community chapter? If marketing have managed my property, that is still need to be improved and managed consistently. And the second question is that, how is the visibility of CM member of editing page or post on website WordPress, who is in charge of the editing content on website? And here's my answer as well as Felicia's answer. Currently, we only have CE page in the website, and I don't think the page has actually described our community as a whole because we have both CE as well as our property partners. So maybe I think we should improve on creating a community page which put into different page between CE and also property partners. And the reason why that should be done because the page have a lot of traffic and actually have an active base of regular users, and this may result in great exposure and increased SEO. And for the content ideas can come from our Facebook community group, which may include another collaboration with the SEO team, as well as Felicia. And yep, welcome Mas Gani to the club. And then for Felicia's answer is that she's agreed that we should make a page for both CE and property partners. And because our property partners love being showcased, then we can feature them on our website, and that would be great to give them some appreciation and stuff. And we can utilize this new page to also show their transformation page as part of the rewarder program, like what we did to, I forgot which one, but he has already reached the legacy stage, and we pronounce it to our community group. And yep, that's for the first question. Is there anyone want to add or have any opinions regarding to this question? Maybe to Kak Tendi, do you have any opinion for this question?
Not yet.
Okay, not yet. For Kak Lilis, do you have anything in mind?
Actually, no, but perhaps the question to Nadia, is there any project that is she going to work on about this question related to this?
I don't.
Yeah, perhaps I'd like to write down and tag Nadia for that.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Kak Lilis, for that. Since Nadia is not here yet, so yeah, let's leave it like that for a while. And yeah, for the second question is that, the visibility of CM member of living page. So currently I have the access limited to add and or edit for articles in CE page, but I don't have any coverage for another kind of work for the content on website, just in CE page only. And then, yeah, since Nadia isn't here, I don't think we can actually give any conclusion to this discussion because we need further information from her. And yeah, Kali says you tagged Nadia here. Oh, that one. Okay, maybe Mr. Jing, do you wanna add it like right now, or maybe we need to wait for Nadia?
No, I'll reiterate a point actually here. I think this is actually a good time to discuss. So Lewis has actually created this, along with the rest of the community team, of course, have created this partner mapping, right? So we have essentially a grid showing our relationship. Has everyone seen this? Do I need to tell everybody what this is, Lewis, or do most people understand it already?
I think except Felicia. Felicia, have you seen this?
I've checked it out before. So.
Oh yeah. Okay. I think everyone knows.
Okay,
Sorry.
great. So there is this essential idea of we're tracking essentially the stages of our partnership development, right? So they kind of all begin here on transactions, and we want them to essentially end up in legacy over the course of their partner journey, right? So that's essentially the idea. So we have actually entry points for all of the bottom layers of the pyramid, right? We have entry points for somebody who wants to begin their journey on transaction. We have an entry point, let's say, it's not perfect, but on relationship through the community expert page. We don't have an entry point for somebody who is joining Bukit Vista because they are interested in legacy yet, right? So I think this idea of creating a community page could actually be tied to these two layers of the pyramid, right? How do we make our relationship entry more smooth? So people who want to align with us on a relationship level. And can we actually create an entry point through the website for people who are legacy minded, and what would that look like? So anyways, I'm hoping to add more to this idea.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jing, for the addition. So I think everyone is agree for having community page in our website. Okay, then. Okay, sip. Okay, thank you. Maybe for temporary conclusion, since Nadia is not here yet, we are going to have community page, which may cover the legacy alignment in this case for the pyramid one. And yeah, let's get back to Nadia after she has arrived here for this kind of research topic. But okay, is there anyone want to add related to this topic first before we move on to the next topic?
Yes, one more thing, Asa, really quickly.
Okay.
Does community have internal open source access to the website?
No, sir.
Okay. Lewis, do you think it's important for community to have internal open source?
You mean can edit or anything, right? In the websites. For now, I think the experience is not too showing in the website. So perhaps the content can be from community, but if the page is already settled, then perhaps later on we can maintain, but not for the like building the page.
I see. So page creation. Because right now, what I understand also is that, actually, your chapter is a little bit. Yeah, that's right. There's not a lot of people in product right now. And
Nadia is actually usually come.
Okay. If there's no bandwidth limitations, then I think it's okay.
All right then, thank you for the heads up. And yeah, have we put the conclusion there or not yet? Okay, so for the conclusion is that we're planning to have the community page for later on in our website, but maybe not for maintaining the page, but more like the contents are from community, which may be connected to our Facebook group content, and we'll also have another collaboration with another content writings, as well as Felicia and me for the content of further community page. Okay, maybe that's the conclusion for this research topic while waiting for Nadia to arrive here. And yeah, let's move on to the next topic, which is from Tandy. Kak Tandy, please, would you please describe and elaborate more regarding to your topic?
Okay, thank you, Asa. Yeah, yesterday I had discussed with Lilis actually about this final stage. Previously, there is a blocking step for the partner to get the legacy, and then also uh, for the some relationship indicator we also modify, and then the result is so for the GMB we agree that we put on the relationship stage, and then on the legacy stage we put one additional move from the relationship, that is partnership for the sharing session. So because that's currently it's difficult to get it for the sharing, making the vlog and then post organic post on the Facebook. I think that's something that in legacy. So previously we need to complete all the steps to get the to for the partner to get the legacy steps, giving the referral, right? But now if they cannot give the referral to Bukit Vista, then they can do for example making vlog with us, or post any organic post, sharing their experience like that. I think that's also the legacy, because what I understand, not all of the owner they have the what's called connection network in that area to give the new property or potential property to reverse with us like that. So we give the alternative way for the partner, for example lot 6 and lot 3. Actually they are already like loyal with us for a long time ago, but they never give us the referral. So they cannot step to the legacy part, but actually they can go on the legacy part. So we give the one way or how the kind of that this kind of the honor to get the legacy step like that. So and then also from this stage we can also see the prioritization. We can set the prioritization for our campaign. If you can open the Excel, we can have a look the data. For example, like on June, June map milestone, yeah, June milestone. Yes, on this we can also see, for example, on the relationship, we can see which partner that they haven't giving the constructive feedback. They didn't get the property quality control yet, or they doesn't have list any review yet, or not using our system fluently yet, like that. So if for the each this is that this is already also have a campaign. So for the each campaign manager, they can see which partner they can prioritize on July, for example, like that. And then also we can see which campaign is doesn't most of the partner doesn't complete this step yet. So we can see, oh, for example, like the GMB. Then July we can focus for the GMB like that, and then the second one we can focus on the product usage like that. So we can prioritize to from see the previous performance like that. Okay, maybe Lilis, do you have anything that you want to add?
No, I don't think so, Kak Tandy.
Okay,
Back
Mr.
to Asa.
Okay, I got one feedback actually, Tendi. Do we know who is scoring each particular property?
This one for the each partner manager, sir.
Okay, so there's a person that, because Later on, we
Harus,
should
ya.
probably also have accountability, right? We need to know who actually gave these scores, because right now there's none of that, and it can be confusing, right?
Actually,
For
sorry, the
the
data is
quality,
supported by each campaign.
mm,
I mean,
yeah, it can.
for example, like for GMB, it should be ASA that know best about that. So ASA can check all the properties that already gave the rating.
I see.
And then for the product service use, it is related to Bivigo or other product that we offer actually.
Okay,
So it is accountable.
okay. So we have accountability on vertical,
Yeah.
but okay, all right, understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Kak Tanti, and Kak Lilis for the updates. Okay, so for this research thread, it's more like you're giving more, explanation, right? Or do you have anything to have in mind for to be discussed for this one, Kak Tanti?
Yeah, I think this is for the each campaign manager, so you can
Mhm.
uh, see from this data which partner that you need to focus on for like that. For example, like PSS. So we know that some partners that never filled yet. So on July, I think we can focus on we can try to reach them like that.
Okay, okay, I see. And wait, let me check again. So we're still having
Oh
one
yeah,
year.
I
Oh
have
yeah,
one
yeah.
more.
Mhm.
So uh, from this partnership as well, the scoring, we can also see which partner is aligned with us. For example, like they are already like 1 year or 2 year with us, but they never giving the feedback, and then they didn't actively join our program, even though we already reached them and everything. Then we can discuss it like even we want to still partnering with them or not, because uh, the partner itself mean like a to like agreement to help each other, right? But if there is only one person is active, but the one is like a dead, I think that's not a partnership like that. So I think we can also see which partner that we need to filter it from by here like that.
Okay, okay, I see. And we're still having 1 year anniversary partnership, Kak Tendi.
Yes.
Okay, so because slightly, I think you told us because it's not pretty relevant because when they renew the
Mm.
contract, they are automatically have 1 year anniversary, right?
Yeah. So actually, for the 1 year anniversary, it's kind of like a celebrate. That we celebrate the partner like that, and then for the contract renewal, it's mostly like their commitment to extend the contract like that. So we can see the loyalty from the 1 year like that. If they like for example, like they already reached the legacy part on the 6 month. For example, they do the old program, but on the next month they end the partnership like that. So I think we need like a see first the retention like that.
Oh, so it's more like to see the retention rate for our partners.
Yeah,
Okay,
how long
okay,
they are loyal with us.
okay, okay. Thank you, Kak Tendi, for the addition. Okay, does anyone have anything in mind for this topic, or maybe Felicia?
Yes, so on the main milestones, we have the organic post on the relationship alignment, but on June we don't have it. Is it like removed or?
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, ayo Lilis gimana?
Uh, it's actually combined. As I already write down in the community discussion management, Kak Tandy already explained it at the beginning, right? That we
Yeah.
actually do some adjustment. Can on the June milestones, and the apa namanya, legacy part, kanan.
We merge it.
Yeah, there is community sharing. So it can be in terms of log, organic post, or talk speaker
Okay, okay.
even. So it's like community sharing, and it's actually a good way on how we can see our partner in terms of legacy in property management business or in hospitality business. So when they actually willing to share their knowledge, it means that they care about the business itself in the overall population. It's not only their own business. So that's our consideration why we move it to legacy.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Okay.
welcome.
Anything else, Felicia?
It's all clear. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Kak Lilis, I'm curious about this one because you added mandatory. Is there anything optional regarding to this legacy stage? Because you will write down mandatory there.
Sorry. It means that for the legacy stage, since Kak Tandy also explained, sometimes people cannot give us referral. A web referral is one of the legacy stage characteristic because they actually also share like our service. Our service is about property management and hospitality industry. So when people refer us to be used by the other, it means that they want people to inspire the light also, right? But not everyone has their connection to give us referral. So that's why we we give optional. They can share their knowledge or experience with us through some platform, Vlog Organic Post or C-Talk. So that means what is mandatory is passing 1 year anniversary with us and continuing the contract. Basically, it means that they can show their loyalty to us. So it needs to be 1 year to get them to legacy part in this case, to see the commitment basically.
I see.
But
So
still
the
have
optional is between these
yeah.
two.
Can you see the comments again?
Yep.
What's mandatory is contract renewal plus 1 year anniversary plus referral or community sharing. So there is three things.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right, it's clearer now. Thank you, Kak Liz, for the explanation. Okay, and then back to this research thread. And yep, we have got the conclusion for this research thread, which is to see the document to prioritize which one haven't joined the program. We can see whether it is from the transactional alignment or from relationship as well as the legacy for each property, for each partner managers. And for each partner manager has also need to give the assessment at the end of the month to be able to see the transformation. Oh, maybe I just remember, Kak Dendi, who is in charge to add or remove our property partners because we are regularly having another partner coming or maybe leaving us. So yeah, who's in charge for that?
It should
Yeah,
be
yeah.
Ross, I think.
Oh, it should be Ross for
Yeah.
adding or removing.
Yeah, can you open the whimsical? Oh no, I don't think you have the whimsical. Yeah, I'll give you the whimsical and the Cantandy page. Sorry, picture. Can you see up there? We have Ross at the welcoming program, right? Atas
Oh, wait.
welcoming
Oh yeah.
program, and then we have Ross at the end. It's for
And
ending the partnership. So if there's
oh,
people who wants to exit, then Ross needs to delete it, and then if there's a new welcome program, then it needs to be added.
okay. I believe
Yeah.
she has known this before.
Yes, but I don't think she implemented. Kak Tendi, please
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think we need to remind us about their responsible again.
Yep. Okay, then let's take Ross over here. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is the ad property on where
On the list of the Excels, right?
On this one, yeah.
oh, the Excel only on Excel, but how about on the each campaign? Because I believe each campaign we also have the list, right, for the property.
Campaign.
KGMB, for example, like KGMB.
That's the property. That property manager needs to refer to this list basically. Kan tadi if we
So,
want to identify
so
which
we use
one,
this as a source, right?
I think I'm lagging,
As
guys.
a
Continue.
yeah. So we use this list for as a source for the list property list, right?
Yes, Kak
Yes,
Tandy.
yes.
Okay then.
Okay, so Rose should be the one who add or remove the property name here, right, for the next July and so on for this spreadsheet. Okay, then maybe we need to let her know regarding to this because I don't think we have seen her implement this for June. Okay, thank you for putting it to the conclusion. And yep, this is the conclusion for this research thread. And is there anyone want to add before we move to the next research thread? Nope. Okay, let's move then to the next topic, which is from Kak Lilis. The item still in the research to identify the key amenities that needs by the guest. Is there any way we can persuade the partner to add that later on? What's the constraint? Okay, Kak Lilis, do you have anything in mind to add regarding to your research thread? First,
Yeah, actually, that's pretty much it. Yesterday we discovered that. Not really discovered yet, but we find the signal that we need to identify the key amenities that people need for working from the guest house or from the villa. So perhaps later on we have the recommendation. For example, right now is Wi-Fi or table plus chair, right? Um, uh, is there any way or any scheme that we can propose this, or do we have any criteria of the property owner that we can approach as the MVP, like from the community side, from the partner characteristics?
I see. I think this is also related to the property inspection as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it also might be related to that, but it's not really. I mean, what I'm trying to know is like which property that is easily persuade to try our recommendation. Yeah, that's related to the property inspection. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, thank you for the explanation. Maybe for Kak Tendi, anything in mind?
Uh, so when you BI need to know which property that easily to to hear our recommendation, right? I think uh, I think we can use it the persona on the bigger list because we have the persona on bigger to understand the partner for example like responsiveness and everything. I think we can update the data there. So BI can just check the, the data, the persona on the bigger. So see like how is the rating the for the partner that easily to implement the recommendation that. But I think so far if our recommendation is reasonable, I think the partner also open for the feedback like that because but the issue is just about the what's called the cost sometimes like that, but not all like that. So for example like uh, one guest house that's empty like that, we recommend please put that table and everything. I think uh, how we approach is also important. Like okay, we want to sell your property as a staycation for the work or working, but can we do MVP first like that? Can you prepare one room for to put the table like that and the chair? Let's see if that room is sell, then we can add other. So we need to see we need to give the approved proven like that because so we can see that you see this we can sell this room with this facilities. So you get the opportunity actually for your guest or like that. So I think that's will make easier to persuade the partner actually. So we need to give the proven first, like that. What about that?
Okay.
So like the success case, yeah.
Mm-mm. Okay, so we need to have a few of our property partners to implement it first, and then give it as the example for the next property partners to
Yeah,
implement this kind of recommendation.
yeah. Because also one more. So if for example like a Kencana House here, right? They are currently they are full. All the room is full. They
Yeah.
got monthly, and then the other property is asking me like, hey, why the Kencana is so? Yeah, because the Wi-Fi speed is like this. And so we
Mm.
can use that kind of property to persuade other property as well, like that. So that's like a two ways actually we can use it. Like that.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Right.
see.
Right. Is there any other information like from the owners, Katendi, that you can supply to me? Like uh, any questions from the owner that you haven't told me?
Hmm. Yeah, I think yeah, currently in Canggu, mostly the partner is very inspired with the Kencana because they are like a fully booked on this pandemic, and then that's why currently we got like a more like every month we got three referrals on Canggu like that. I think uh, we can easily to persuade using the Kencana as our what's called apa ya bahasa ambassador like yeah like that, so as a reference like that. So yeah, hey, Kencana have this Wi-Fi speed 150, then like that. So yeah, maybe you can apply like that. So yeah,
Yeah.
like the lucky
Any
guest
other
house.
property than Kencana?
Pardon?
Any other property than Kencana?
I think in Canggu currently is most successful is Kencana. In Sodwa I think
Yeah.
lot. They have the most revenue. In Jimbaran, I think I'm not sure in Jimbaran. Blue Apsara maybe ya. Ingasan.
Okay.
Jadi kalau di in Ubud is Pondok Nini.
Not Nini. Okay then. Thank you, Katendi. Yeah, back to the chair.
Okay, thank you, Kak Tendi, for the information. Maybe another concern is that when the owner has no staff and then they need to put it by themselves, then there will be transportation costs as well as time costs because maybe they are not there at the moment to, visit their own villas or properties. Maybe that's another kind of constraint for this one. And yeah, Mr. Ching.
There's something I'd like to actually frame, and I'd like to kind of present a moment here because I think this is actually an important opportunity. One thing that we know for certain is that the travel industry has changed forever, right? We all can see the effects of that. So really, the one thing that we see is that there is no constant in, let's say, the condition of the industry, right? Some days open, some days not. Some days open, some days not. But the one thing I see that is absolutely constant is the type of traveler that's coming. That part is getting more and more clear, right? So we're seeing people staying for longer periods of time. We're seeing that the people that stay are actually thinking about working. So I think whoever solves this particular opportunity first is going to grow quite a lot. I keep on using this breakthrough idea. Back, I remember in the day, somebody came out with this idea of a floating breakfast, right? And that was just kind of like spread infinitely across the entire. Yeah, Tendi nods his head, right? We became a follower in the whole floating breakfast idea. We got there pretty late, and we just like, okay, let's do a floating breakfast too. It became a Me Too kind of thing. But I think in this particular case, this is actually a really good opportunity for people with courage and an idea to actually come forward and define something that actually the future traveler actually needs. We know, for example, family travel is probably going to be the last to come back, right? We know that group travel is probably going to be the last to come back. We know all these things. So how can we repurpose, let's say, facilities that were really good for group travel, really good for family travel for different purposes now? If you think of let's say a guest house, right? A guest house has actually kind of like a co-working opportunity there. If you think about it, a guest house, if you provide a coffee machine, a barista, right? Maybe some common space where people can a lot of these people who travel there, I don't know, but this is what I'm thinking of repurposing essentially something for the new type of traveler that's going to happen. I think Bukit Vista has actually a unique opportunity to make these changes really quickly before hotels or other type of properties can make these changes. If a hotel decides that they're going to put standing tables in all their rooms, that's a pretty big renovation fit. But I think this way that we're doing it right now is really clever. But what I'm also saying is that this is actually a really good opportunity. That's number one. Number two, it actually is a really good example of how we can look for legacy fit and a way to fulfill our mission cooperatively with our community. Because most of the time we've been asking them to do something that was up to standard, right? Like, can you bring your standards to like the minimum? Now we're asking them, would you like to innovate to bring the future to your property? And I think if we understand what's going on, we can see that already. We already know what kind of traveler is coming. So this, I think, is a really, really good case of an inter-chapter cooperation to collaborate with the community to achieve legacy goals. So this is what makes this actually pretty exciting, actually, for me right now. This is where BI and also community can interface really well. BI can start understanding what is it that travelers potentially need and potentially will really get excited about. And just like the floating breakfast, nobody had come up with that idea before, right? That was brand new. No traveler said, I need a floating breakfast, and somebody made it for them. Somebody had to kind of invent that. That is where I see a lot of innovations can start happening right now. We invent things that people don't know that they need yet, and we can start deploying them into our properties. If it is about splitting the risk or splitting it, I'm perfectly willing to support this, right? If we go with, let's say, our partners and they don't want to pay, then we can split up the cost of this, because we need to know this too as well, right? We need to know what are the things that actually will take off so that we can deploy this across the rest of our properties. So anyways, this is a really exciting project. I'm very hyped up about it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ching, for the inspiration. And yes, Kak Tandy, heads up.
Okay, thank you, Jing. Yeah, I think also one of the data that we like important is like the what's called travel purpose, like the guest, like that. So like previously when I'm working in the tourism industry, so I'm collecting that data. So we will understand what is most of the guest purpose for stay. And I think that's also need the collaboration with HR. So HR also need to understand like, hey, because they are sometimes requesting on the group like, did the owner have a table, have the Wi-Fi space? I think we need the data from the HR as well to understand their guests. Then BI can analyze. When BI analyze, and then community can recommend to the partner like that. I think that's also can align like that. So from that understanding, from that data, we can improve like quickly before that trend is happen. So we can detect first like that. So I think that's also we can collaborate with the HR for this.
And also, could I add something to that real quick? This is part also, Lilith, of this whole idea of strategic information flowing across the company. What I've asked HAR to do is to start collecting pictures of our guests' home and office workspaces, right? Because most guests, I think, are coming to Bali with the intention of doing some work as well. So what I'd like to do is start collecting images, right, of what does the actual guest's home setup and their office setup look like. So then if you can recreate that, you're probably going to get more bookings, right? They go, oh, okay, you have a nice comfortable chair, you have like, ergonomic setup with all the things I normally expect. That's where I want to be spending the next 100 hours of the week or whatever amount of hours that I'm going to be working, right? No, nobody works 100 hours. Sorry. The 40 hours that I work during the week, I can spend on that type system, right? So I think that might be actually a good way. So if we can channel that HRR data, which sometimes is not numbers, right? It's not necessarily just check-ins, whatever, but it's actually like a picture is the data, right? And have that flow all the way to, let's say, BI for analysis, but also flow into community for being able to share that with partners and being able to persuade. Look, we got 100 guest pictures. This is what all of their guests have, right? You don't have any of that in your guest house. If you had that, they probably would be more likely to book because they're planning on spending long periods of time working. Would you consider making a small investment compared to the investment that you've made in the price of building your guest house to start a cycle of having more bookings happen your way. I think that's an insight, and I don't think any owner who's serious about renting their place out would even question about the cost. They would be like, yeah, of course, right? Like I've already spent $2 billion on this place. If I need to spend $4 million to get some tables, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, right? So anyway, that's and also, even brilliant, you can go through one of maybe the community experts to actually build you these tables, right? That's another way that you can link everything together. You can go to maybe like, I don't know, a community expert that was working on bamboo, say, hey, would you be able to build like an order of 500 bamboo tables like that? If you can organize enough, you can start creating like big movements too as well.
Okay. I see the connections here. Thank you, Mr. Ching, for pointing it out. And I also remember that we can also persuade our property partners by creating awareness, by posting this kind of inspiring property owners to our Facebook group. What do you think, Felicia?
Yes, that would be really good, actually.
Okay.
And if I may add, regarding Kak Tendi opinions, the travel purpose, I think we should like know our market segment. Like we need to know like what kind of guests that usually book our villas, and then from there, then we can map out like which properties would be more suitable to implement this program, this work from home, something like that. Yeah, because like we need to know like which one of our properties invite guests that are travel business or like just to vacation. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, nice addition, Felicia. Mr. Chin, do you wanna say something?
I think you're going in the right direction, ladies, on this idea. Our job shouldn't necessarily be to do the entire overhaul ourselves, right? That's a lot of work. Our job should be to inspire and get other people to go, oh, that's what I should do, right? That's the solution to the problem. And start doing it themselves. Our job is to like it's really focused right here. Get the MVP to succeed, report what that is, and then say, what do you want to do now? Hey, and then look for ways that we can connect people to get synergy. Okay, this person bought this table from here at a good discount. Could you share that contact? That person could be becoming a community expert. Can you tell us what you did, right? Can you give us a group discount if we get everybody organized in this community to buy 300 of these tables, right? So I think that's how you actually start a grassroots movement and get that momentum really built up. So most of the movement has to come from the community's willingness to do it, but you just essentially share what the end outcome is going to be like if you do actually do it. Like you're trying to elect a president, right? You don't actually become the president, but you get everybody together to focus on that outcome.
Okay. I see. Thank you, Mr. Ching, for the addition. Yeah. Okay, I can see how these things are aligned right now, and maybe a bit question regarding the pictures. I think we have got a lot of pictures that we can share to our community. And do we actually have one kind of, Google Drive or folder which containing all of our pictures there so we can share it to our property partners? Yeah, Mr. Ching, what's up, Mr. Ching?
That's a great. You're thinking the right way. Yeah, that's a great.
Yeah.
We actually start cataloging our resources. Let's go.
Yeah, Kak Tendi, please.
In community we have the storage actually. So if you can open the Trello, there's a CM in the CM library. I have put the storage for that. Like I usually document all the content like the vlog, video, everything on their storage.
Is it updated, Kak Tendi?
Yes, update. But for the guests, I
yeah.
don't know because that's only for the community.
Okay. So
you can
actually,
use that storage.
I think pictures from guests are pretty important too, so we can share it to another kind of property partners, and they are inspired. Like they are having a lot of guests, and let's share it to another kind of social medias and stuff. And I think this will be a good idea if we can integrate all of the pictures to one folder. Yeah, Mr. Jing, please.
Hey, Lilith, I have a project idea. Can we put some sort of repository to pass content across different chapters, right? So I think HER probably can generate a lot of content from, hey, look, can you share a happy guest checkout photo for me, right? Hey, look, can you take a picture of your home work setup? Hey, look, can you take a picture? All this stuff, I think, can be actually collected, put into a shared drive so that other people in the company can start accessing it. So we see what is like the visual stream of guests coming in, right?
I think HER have that because it's integrated with the Instagram campaign, sir.
But
There's some-
Instagram is the only ones that we choose to publish, right? But I'm sure there's other stuff that we might not publish that
Right.
is coming in. Because what I see is right now there's kind of we need to have integration, I think, between the guest side and the community side, right? But these sides currently have like this opaque barrier they can't see. So we need to find some way to create, I don't know, some sort of shared visual experience or something that connects both sides.
We have Mas Gani here, sir. Perhaps you can ask to Mas Gani.
Yeah,
Yeah,
guys.
Gani, come in. Morning, Gani.
Okay, so basically, every HR person that giving the guest photo is collected on the apa namanya paper what's called resource.
Pepper. It's not Dropbox. It's not Drive, but it's Pepper.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
resource. Yes, it's collected on the Instagram as well. And if you want to find apa namanya the proper photos to be inspired on the Facebook group, you can put it from Instagram as well. Yeah, we have several.
Right.
I think you
Yeah,
can
I
put
think
on
this
the
staging
Google Drive
idea would be
with the
great.
one.
Yeah, if we make the drive as one folder that everyone actually can upload, right? Any kind of experience, like from the guest, partner, and also employee, perhaps. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea, sir. Thank you very much.
No, okay. Yeah, that way I think we can all be on the same page. Because right now, I think we have data, but we have no visual data. We don't know what anybody looks like, or we see numbers, but we don't see people.
Oh, okay. So maybe the next action is that should we put it into Google Drive, right? So everything should be integrated there and everyone can see it and download it for their own purposes to support their own campaigns. And Kak Gani, who will be in charge for this actually? What do you think?
Okay, sure.
I
Ya,
haven't
ada
asked
target
you
gini kayak sorted ya kan ya, kayak per month itu Juli, July, jadi all the photo on July, June or all the photo on June. Jadi don't merge everything, so we know the update of the photo. When is the last? Ya kayak gitu.
You see right there, those are great.
Wow.
That's great. We know that
Yes.
drinks tea, right? So we could probably put in like we could ask the guests what are your favorite brands of tea, and if you just put those on the amenities, more people who are like that guest and like that tea could yeah sure I'll pick this one because it has the right tea. That's an exaggeration of the impact of an amenity, but it's like one of those things that could help.
Okay, thank you guys for the heads up and for another kind of inspiration to better work effective and efficient work, as well as to create opportunities for our property partners and guests to add their own experience into the folder of our photos. And yep, okay, Kak Gandhi put switching to the project. I think this is
Mas
one
Gani,
kind of fun project though.
you only need to make the drive. Please coordinate with the PD team or FD for is there any way to get more access to the drive with. I'm not sure. The drive maximum storage is 15
Yeah, 15 GB.
GB, I think. So
We can access from the Bukit Vista.
yeah.
We use profile and we got 2 terabytes, so it's
Oh, that's fantastic.
Okay, that's even better. So yeah, that's the first thing that you need to do, and then I think you need to announce it like in the all hands so everyone can access it to put any inspiring photos and everything according to the folder that you have arranged actually.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
And Gani, I'd like to help because I'm gonna try to propagate the use of this
Yeah.
for everybody, right? Because having it there doesn't mean anybody will use it. So we're gonna make this part of our kind of like base culture, yeah.
Okay, then Mr. and Mas Gani will be the champion. Okay, I've added.
All right. Yep. Okay. Thank you, guys. And we've got the conclusion is for this case is that Catalyst will provide success case to project owner to improve their property or service quality. And then for the next project is regarding the centralized drive to store our photos from guests or partners and propagate it to the all hands for the next all hands maybe for this kind of project. Okay, and yep, time's almost up. And is there anyone wants to add regarding for what we have discussed today? Nope. Okay, nope. And then, yep, maybe that's all for today's Scrum. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Cheng and also Kak Gani. And yeah, see you on the next time. And